So this is the monthly chart on Oanda, the Spx500. This will be kind of like an interactive daily breakdown video of how I got ready for the day. So feel free to do markups in your mind or pause the video before I actually mark it up. So here we have buy side liquidity. You can see we're overall bullish and we will use that as a potential target in the future. This is the monthly chart again, so we'll look for that high to be swept, and it created relative equal highs as well. If you see here, we have a small fair value gap on the monthly. This is known as a BISI, a buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So we have delivery on the buy side, but we have no price delivery on the sell side. But we did reach into that with the monthly bearish candles. You can see it wicks inside of that monthly fair value gap. So here we are on the weekly time frame. There's nothing really important here that I can see. So I just changed the buy side to the monthly buy side, so I'm aware of what time frame I have it marked up on. And that's pretty much it. There's nothing really on the weekly that I am interested in. So you can see here on the daily time frame, we have this down close candle, which is a bullish order block. It also created a little bit of a market shift after reacting off the monthly fair value gap. So if you look closely, you can see that we have a BISI fair value gap, which is a buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. The high of that order block lines up exactly around the consequent encroachment of the BISI, which just means 50% of it. And that is just extra confirmation and confluence that it's likely to head lower into that order block. So if you look above, we also have a SIBI, which is a sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So price only offered sell side delivery, and we need to at least offer some buy side. You can see here, if we extend it into time, price slightly tapped into it. Because of this, we can expect price to head bearish for the day. It doesn't have to reach into that bearish order block, the bullish order block, but it is possible that it can trade into the order block and some of the fair value gap, which is the BISI, and we'll use that to target the monthly high and also the daily relative equal highs that formed just below that SIBI. So if we drop down to the 4-hour time frame and we get our fib and we place it from the high to the low, we can see it lines up with the consequent encroachment, which also lines up with that order block. Now we want to make sure that we know what we're looking at here. So if we extend the line at the top, that is the relative equal highs on the daily time frame. Now here we have a SIBI as well, which is a sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. Price tapped into the 25% level, so we expect that price will continue heading lower. And you can see we mark that up right here, and price reacted in there, moving away from it. Now we did mark up another SIBI, but we don't expect price to trade up into there because we are bullish overall. But we're bearish for the day. We're expecting price to sweep that low, which is the sell side liquidity that I'm marking up. You can see below we have a bluish rectangle, which is the daily fair value gap that aligned with that daily bullish order block. So we expect price to at least sweep that low. So we don't really look for that lower SIBI right there to be filled until maybe later on when it starts hitting bullish, it'll blow through that. So you can see right there is the sell side liquidity that we'll be targeting, and there's another sell side just below. Now we are just going to target that first sell side just to be safe because we are overall bullish. Now you can see here we drop down to a 15-minute time frame, and just to get a deeper perspective on what we could possibly look for during the London Open Silver Bullet. So here we have a breakaway gap. You can see we're marking that up. Price left that unfilled, and it should leave it unfilled until we sweep that sell side liquidity. Here we drop down into the 5-minute time frame. You can see the SIBI that we don't have marked inside. That one we can expect price to not react into. We've already been moving lower for quite some time, and we've already moved away from it. So we can also use that as a potential profit later on, but for now we're not worried about it because we expect price to head lower to sweep that sell side liquidity. And then you can see right here, we get ready for the silver bullet, which is at 12 to 1 a.m. Los Angeles time for me. And so I just get ready for the day. So at the end of this video right now, I will do a speed run of the trade that I took during London Open. You'll see where I entered and where I took take profit. I will be doing a series of starting with 10,000 on a demo account and trying to scale it up using a new risk management plan. I'll pop it up on the screen. But yeah, anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy the speed run. And I will be doing a challenge of just trying to scale up this demo account, and eventually I'll do live prop firm trading.
Your name may not appear down here in this World's Hall of Fame. In fact, you may be so unknown that no one knows your name. The Oscars and the praise of men may never come your way, but don't forget God has rewards that he'll hand out someday. This crowd on earth, they will soon forget when you're not at the top. They'll cheer like mad until you fall, and then their praise will stop. Not God, he never does forget. And in his Hall of Fame, by just believing on his Son, forever there's your name. I tell you, friend, I wouldn't trade my name, however small, that's written there beyond the stars in that celestial hall. For all the famous names on earth, or the glory that they share, I'd rather be an unknown here than have my name up there.